Coming up on this Thursday morning edition of DITV, an Iowa City establishment closes its doors after 10 years. And we'll give you the chance to learn a little bit more about some of the children on the receiving end of the wave.
We've got breaking news coming out of the Iowa football program.
Pre-game editor Pete Rudin has all the info. Stay tuned for more.
Coming up in weather, I'll let you know what to expect for the first football game.
All that and more coming up on this Thursday morning edition of DITV. Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to another live edition of DITV. I'm Noah Gowdy. We'll start today's newscast off with a beloved Iowa City bar closing its doors. Blue Moose is closing after 10 years of business. The music venue and bar has hosted artists such as Macklemore, 21 Savage, and Of Mice and Men. But their owner says there are just too many live music venues in Iowa City for them to stay open. Blue Moose is set to officially close its doors on September 28th. Now, while one Iowa City business is closing, another one is celebrating a major milestone. Java House in downtown Iowa City is celebrating its 25th year anniversary. DITV reporter John Chenoweth will help us give a nice little caffeine boost to this morning.
I'm here almost every day. Love the coffee. I did work here. I think Java House is a big part of Iowa.
2019 marks 25 years since Java House was established in Iowa City. It started out as an entrepreneurship project, and its old location is located out where Prairie Lights is today. I went in and I talked to a few coffee customers. Let's see what they had to say.
I'm here almost every day. Love the coffee. I did work here. I think Java House is a big part of Iowa City. There's so many locations. I think it's a big part of people's most day-to-day lives. Like, everyone stops in, gets their coffee. There's doctors, nurses, students.
Fantastic atmosphere. People, whether that be the guests or even our coworkers, it's just an amazing, special place here.
I'm John Chenoweth reporting live at the Java House for DITV News.
We apologize for those slight technical difficulties, but you can celebrate Java's 25th anniversary at their locations across Iowa City, including their on-campus location in the Iowa Memorial Union. A recent test found that the Iowa Virtual Caucus system may have security issues. Virtual caucuses allow voters who can't physically be there for the caucuses to participate remotely via teleconference or online. But on Thursday, the Iowa Democratic Party held a private teleconference that expert hackers were able to break into. This shows that the phone system that will be used for virtual caucuses in February could fall victim to hacking.
We've been working on this and working with our vendors on this to make sure that our process is secure.
With 5 months until the caucuses, the Iowa Democratic Party says there's plenty of time to fix the issue. And with Labor Day weekend coming up, I'm kind of excited to find out how the weather's going to be. Let's toss it over to Claire in the weather studio to find out more. Claire?
Thanks, Noah. This weekend we will be getting a sneak peek at some cooler temperatures. But this morning we have partly sunny skies with a temperature of 71 degrees. Looking forward to tonight, it will be 78 degrees with a 40% chance of storms. Continuing into the weekend, Friday will be partly cloudy with a high of 77 and a low of 59. For the first football game, fans may want to bring a poncho, as the high is only 67 and a low of 57, with a 40% chance of rain. We will close out the weekend with highs in the upper 70s and lows in the upper 50s, with a partly sunny sky and a 20% chance of rain. At the beginning of next week, you can expect lots of sun with highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. So don't forget to bring your umbrella to class today. Noah, back to you.
Thanks, Claire. There are 2 days until the Iowa football team is back swarming Kinnick, but for some, the swarm just means more. DITV reporter Zach Lohman tells us about some of the most special swarm members.
Fans came out to Kinnick Stadium today for the annual 2019 Kids Day at Kinnick. This year's kid captains were able to get the full experience on what it is to be a Hawkeye.
The day started off with the kid captains getting surprised with their very own locker in the Hawkeyes locker room. The kids were welcomed with their own jersey that they wore onto the field during the games, and they were gifted with their own Hawkeye football and trading cards that they shared with the other kids. Certainly, this is a moment the kids and their parents will never forget.
I mean, to see this locker room and everything they've done like for the last 10 years, especially like he's been across the street at the hospital. You know, they helped him so much. This is amazing. Like, I got goosebumps right now. Yeah.
After the kid captains were greeted by the Iowa seniors, they got the ultimate Hawkeye experience by walking out of the tunnel as if it were game day. The kids got their opportunity to do the iconic wave to the children up in the hospital, a highlight for everyone in attendance.
My favorite part about it, and it never gets old, is watching the face of the kids and their families when they come onto the field. Because for so many of them, they might love sports, and they might not be able to play because of whatever they're working through in their life. So to see them walk on the field as a Hawkeye captain and to see everybody cheer in the crowd for them, I mean, it brings tears to your eyes every single time.
Seeing the enjoyment from the kids makes this event all worthwhile. Reporting from outside Kinnick Stadium, this has been Zach Lohman with DITV News.
Tomorrow morning, we'll give you a closer look at Aiden, Saturday's kid captain. And after seeing that package with all the kid captains getting ready for the season, it gets me that much more excited for football season to start. Let's toss it over to Zach and Marissa in the sports studio to find out a little bit more.
Glad I could do that for you, Noah. But former Michigan wideout Oliver Martin, who transferred to Iowa prior to this season, has been granted immediate eligibility.
Martin, an Iowa City native who attended Iowa City West, left Michigan after a sound spring with the Wolverines.
To give us an in-depth breakdown of the matter, we have Daily Iowan pregame editor Pete Rudin standing by in the newsroom with more.
Pete, what are the processes for Martin to receive eligibility this season?
Yeah, Oliver Martin first officially entered the transfer portal in the middle of June and committed to Iowa shortly after that. Then about a month later, Iowa officially put in the waiver request for Martin to play this season, and it was approved by the NCAA on Friday, and the Big Ten made it official on Wednesday. So instead of being jerked around by the NCAA for a few months, it was actually a matter of weeks. And Martin now has 3 seasons of eligibility with Iowa.
And what does this mean for the Iowa football team, specifically the offense?
Martin's addition gives Iowa one of its deepest receiving groups in recent memory. Being paired with Brandon Smith and Emir Smith-Marset gives Martin the ability to be the smooth, dynamic receiver that he is. And I think he can play a role similar to what Nick Easley did the past 2 seasons, because Iowa quarterback Nate Stanley said Martin does remind him of Easley. So I think he can play that security blanket kind of role, but he can do it inside, outside, and all over the field.
Thanks, Pete. Iowa hosts Miami of Ohio this Saturday, and we'll see how many snaps Martin gets in the season opener.
Hey, Marissa, I heard through the grapevine that you had some discussions with Hawkeye fans around town.
That's right. It was awesome talking to them, and here's some of the things that fans had to say about the most exciting parts of Iowa football.
I like how the atmosphere is just like everybody's excited to go and everybody's pumped to see the game and everybody's just like in a good mood.
I would probably say the beginning where they come out of the tunnel. Yeah, the swarm.
Just the atmosphere around campus, really. Everybody's so excited. You can tell by everybody tailgating. Like some people get up at like 8 in the morning just to start tailgating to get excited for like a 7 p.m. game. It's just everybody's so into the sport. Everybody's so into the team, and it's just amazing.
All right, and my last question is, how do you see the Hawks doing this season?
12-0. That's it. 12-0. We don't lose. No taking L's.
Well, luckily for those fans, there's only a couple more days until kickoff.
Moving from the field to the pitch, Iowa soccer hosts Iowa State later today at 7.
This game is expected to be a highly contested matchup between 2 goalies near the top of their respective conferences.
Iowa hopes their 12 seniors, which is top 5 in the NCAA, will carry them to victory over Iowa State. Here's what senior Hannah Drakulik had to say on defending the home turf.
I think just sticking to our roots and knowing like this is our field and we love to defend our field as a team. So knowing that and knowing like we're showing that we're the best team in Iowa and we're going to prove it no matter where we are, but being able to do it here is just cherry on top of the cake.
That's all we have for you in the sports studio today. Noah, back to you at the desk.
And that's all we have for you on DITV. My name is Noah Gowdy. Have a great day, Iowa City.